Social media has skyrocketed throughout the years. We went from YouTube to MySpace to Facebook to Instagram to Twitter to X to TikTok and finally to OnlyFans, where creators can make up to millions of dollars a year creating content for their subscribers. However, could one of these millionaire models actually be a stone cold killer, or is she a victim of domestic violence? With these explosive fights between this couple, who knows? I have my own personal opinion at the end of this video. Let's dive into this case right now. Wednesday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carrico, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And as always, thank you all for joining me on this Wicked Wednesday evening as we discuss another true crime case. How are y'all doing on this Wicked Wednesday evening? I hope y'all are all having a great week so far, and I hope y'all are ready to discuss a true crime case. But before we get started, I just wanted to give a little bitty shout out to my shirt. As a lot of you may know, I love vintage clothes and I love bell-bottom jeans. Bell-bottom jeans are my favorite. I love how they're super tight, they stop at the knee and they flare out and you get to wear the biggest wedges you can possibly find. I found a bell-bottom shirt, y'all. Look at this. Look at this bell-bottom shirt. I am absolutely in love with it. I love the vintage colors. I love how airy and flowy it is. It just wraps around the waist and you're ready to go. You're going to feel just like Stevie Nicks at Woodstock 1969. So I just wanted to give a little bitty shout out to my wonderful shirt. Let's get into this case. Today I'm taking y'all back to April 3rd, 2022 in Miami, Florida, where a horrendous incident took place. I'm sure a lot of y'all have heard about the OnlyFans murder case. However, was it murder or was she a victim of domestic violence? When I saw these explosive, iconic fights between this couple, I was shocked. I was floored. Y'all, if I'm fighting like that with my man, y'all better do something with me because something is not right. Something is not going on that's supposed to be going on. I don't know what was going on with these two, but something was definitely off with this couple when I show y'all the videos of this couple and all their fighting, all their yelling, all the audio. It's extremely disturbing. Courtney Taylor Clingy was born April 21st, 1996 in Midland, Texas to wealthy parents. When Courtney was only 7 years old, her family picked up and moved to Austin, Texas. This is when Courtney realized she loved to entertain, she loved to make people laugh, she was always the center of attention, and she especially loved acting. She knew one day she wanted to have a career in acting. Courtney Clingy was extremely athletic and extremely ambitious. She was in all the sports, gymnastics, competitive diving, soccer, basketball, volleyball, and by the time she got to high school, she hired a personal trainer and was working out every day after school. In 2013, Courtney posted her very first Instagram photo when she was 16 years old. She was a beautiful girl, and by the time she graduated high school, she knew that she had what it took. She was curvy, she had blonde hair, she was gorgeous, and frankly, she was smoking hot. She knew that she could capitalize on her looks. She would post videos of herself working out, showing very little skin. She would show videos of her vacationing, answering questions. She would post a bikini pic here and there. She was doing her thing. She wanted to make money off of this. However, she knew that she would have to be on top of her game. You can't just post a bikini picture once a day. You can't just post a video once a week of you working out. If you want to capitalize on social media, you have to engage with your followers. You have to check your DMs. You have to DM them back. You have to engage in all of their comments. You have to do this full time. This is a full-time job. I should know. I'm a YouTuber, but I only have time to post a video once or twice a week. I don't have time to post a video every single day. Could you imagine if I did have time to post videos all day, every day? I would have tens of thousands of more followers. But Kourtney knew this is what she wanted to do. She wanted to be an Instagram model. She wanted to build her empire. She wanted to climb up the ladder, and she was doing it. She had hundreds of thousands of followers, and everyone loved Kourtney Clingy. Kourtney Clingy would constantly go live on social media. She would ask her followers that, I want y'all to ask me some questions. Why don't y'all give me some dirty questions? Then she started posting little bitty bikini pictures. And then she started posting little bitty lingerie pictures. All of her followers were going extremely crazy. Kourtney was getting this huge dopamine rush, and you would get that. You're getting all this attention. Everybody loves you. Everybody's going crazy about you. So you want more. You want more of that power, more of that attention. And when Kourtney was only 19 in 2015, of course, Playboy approaches her. They doing a special on successful influencer. So Kourtney poses for Playboy, which gained her even more followers, more exposure. And within 3 months, Kourtney Clingy had over 1 million followers on social media. And that right there, y'all, that is goals. That is extremely hard. I had to give Kourtney props because she was working hard. She really was. By the time Kourtney was a teenager, she was making hundreds of thousands of dollars just by being a content creator on social media. She loved it. She had all this power. However, with that comes a lot. You have to constantly create new settings. You have to go to different places. You have to do different poses. You have to post multiple times a day because there are other influencers that are right behind you that want to take your spot. So Kourtney knew what she had to do, and she was doing her thing, y'all. She really was. Then OnlyFans comes around. OnlyFans is a subscription-based platform, meaning you have to pay to have access to all of these OnlyFans models and content creators. It was basically an adult content website. Kourtney wanted more money. She wanted more followers. She knew what her followers wanted. They wanted to see more of Kourtney, if you know what I mean. So when Kourtney was only 23 years old in 2019, she joins OnlyFans. And when I was researching this case, I wanted to research OnlyFans. And y'all, when I researched OnlyFans, I was shocked, yeah. Some of these content creators are making up to $50 million a year. One creator says she is making $250,000 a month. And you know why this is tempting? Extremely tempting? Because most of these content creators never leave their home. They are posting videos, they are posting pictures, and all of this is in the safety and security of their own home. And they're making millions of dollars a year. And I'm going to say this, and I've said it to y'all several times before. If you got it, you flaunt it. We are all beautiful in our own way. So if you want to be an OnlyFans model, you can do it. You can 100% do it. You can post pictures. You can do whatever you want. You can make money. You can have fun with it. So don't let anybody ever stop you. Become a model if you choose to. Kourtney knew she wanted to be successful. She knew she wanted more followers. And she knew she wanted tons of money. In the spring of 2020, Kourtney meets 26-year-old Christian Abuselli in Las Vegas at a social media event, and they become extremely close. Christian is from Dallas, Texas. He is a college star rugby player. He is into crypto and stock. He's very successful. Kourtney moves into Christian's penthouse in Texas. They are on the fast track to love. And Christian is a very supportive OnlyFans boyfriend. He thinks the world of Kourtney, and he wants to help Kourtney become the best and the biggest OnlyFans model. Now, I'm going to pause right there and tell y'all this. As you all know, I have a man. I have a wonderful man. He's gorgeous. He's full of muscles. He's tattooed from head to toe, and he treats me like a queen. He is wonderful. Oh, he's just delicious. Now, my man, there is no way he would take photos of me and want me to put them on OnlyFans. There's no way. There's absolutely no way he would be the supportive OnlyFans boyfriend. I know him. He is extremely protective over me, and he would go crazy if I would ask him like, hey babe, you know what? We could be making a lot of money on OnlyFans. Nope, nope. So that's not, his cup of tea. However, Courtney's boyfriend, Christian, wanted her on OnlyFans, and he was there right behind her, being supportive, taking her pictures. It's just not for everybody. But I'm going to say it once again. If you've got it, you flaunt it. Christian would often encourage Courtney to make OnlyFans content. He would tell her, do this, do that, pose, I'll take your picture, go with your friends and y'all collaborate together, go do this, go do that. He was just extremely supportive in everything Courtney wanted to do. And a lot of times he was the one pushing her, encouraging her if she was shy, if she didn't feel like doing it. He just wanted her to be successful, which she was. Courtney loved creating content. And in January of 2022, Courtney and Christian packed up, left Austin, and went to my favorite city in the whole wide world, Miami, Florida. Yep, they moved out there. Courtney rented a luxurious condo in Edgewater, which is a beautiful area. It was all glass, overlooking the water. And I hear just to move in up front, it's between 35 and 50K, which is a crazy, insane amount of money to live in Miami on the water. But that Courtney had the means to do it. And she was in her early 20s, which is crazy. And the three most popular cities for OnlyFans, of course, I'm sure you guessed them, New York, LA, and Miami. Miami being number one. Of course it's number one. There's the ocean, there's the party life, there's the yachts, there's the vacation. It's just a beautiful area. However, Courtney was footing the bill for everything. For the condo, for the shopping, for the vacations, for the party life in Miami, the Lambos, the Porsches, the Ferraris, everything. Courtney was paying for everything. She didn't mind, she said. However, with me, that wouldn't fly. That definitely wouldn't fly. I would not be doing all of this work, doing everything, and just watching my man just enjoy himself, just partying it up, living it up, and I'm the one that's working all the time. No, he would have to be contributing something. But I wonder if Christian or Courtney felt some type of way. Like, was Courtney ever going to resent that? Or was Christian gonna say one day, you know what, I'm helping you make all this content. I'm the one videoing you. I'm the one, showing you what to do. I'm the one helping you. So was Courtney paying Christian? Was Courtney kind of getting aggravated that she was footing the bill for everything in this luxurious condo? Who knows? But they started having these explosive arguments as well as fights. According to several outlets, Courtney Clingy was making 7 figures a year, which is incredible. That's awesome. That's insane. She was in her early 20s making large amounts of money, millions of dollars a year, just creating adult content. Now, it was said Courtney wanted to amp it up. Christian wanted to amp it up. So what do? They start making videos together, if you know what I mean. Videos together of them doing things and posting it on OnlyFans. Y'all get my drift? I'm sure y'all do. This is when they started making even more money as OnlyFans content creators. By March of 2022, friends started noticing that Courtney and Christian were arguing a lot, especially when Courtney would drink. She would become argumentative. She would become violent. Everyone would say, look, let's just give her some water. Let's get her away from the situation, because she won't remember anything in the morning. And these fights were explosive. And I'm going to let y'all listen to a fight right now.
Do you need my phone?
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore. Find it and charge it.
What?
Find my phone and charge it.
Can you help me find it?
I won! Hasara, you know damn well the right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me slap you, dumbass!
He's gonna talk to Ara? Is this gonna make you act like this?
You literally talked to her without telling me!
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that.
It was also said that Courtney caught Christian stealing her phone and transferring money from her account to his account. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that really happened. If that did really happen, that's not right. He should have asked Courtney before he did that. But who knows if that's even true at this point? We don't know anything. Courtney was getting tired of Christian. Everyone thought these two were perfect for each other. However, they weren't. Courtney kicked Christian out of the condo, and he was sleeping in the common areas of the condo. He really didn't have anywhere to go. I'm guessing he was sleeping in the lobby. On April 2nd, 2022, Courtney runs into Christian in the lobby. He approaches Courtney. He tries to talk to her. She pushes him away from her. She's like, get away from me. I don't want to be with you. The security guard gets in the middle of them. The security guard calls the police. Christian takes off running. The police come, and Courtney's like, I'm tired of him stalking me. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. He needs to get out of my life. I want a restraining order. And the cops tell her, we're the cops. We don't just give out restraining orders. You got to go to the courthouse and take care of this yourself. This isn't what we do. So Courtney's like, okay, no problem. Well, Christian comes back to the condo that night, and Courtney lets him back in. It is a very toxic back and forth relationship. We have all been through those where it's just like, when you have enough, you have enough. But there's still, this little voice in your body saying, let that person back in, so Courtney let Christian back in. However, less than 24 hours later, Courtney Clingy would be calling 911 in a panic, informing them that her boyfriend, Christian, needs help ASAP. The cops rush to Courtney's condo, and when they walk in, they find Courtney sitting in a corner, covered in blood. Even her face is full of blood. They check her out. She's okay. They start walking around the condo, and they are finding puddles of blood everywhere. There are puddles of blood leading up to this room, that room. There's just blood smeared all over the floor, all over the walls, blood splashes. I mean, it looks like a bloody mess in this condo. That is when they find 27-year-old Christian slumped over with a knife coming out of his chest. They look at him. He is alive and still breathing. The ambulance grab him. They rush Christian to the hospital. They grab Courtney. They take her downtown to the Miami Police Department to talk to her. And she starts talking, y'all. She is just singing like a bird. Doesn't ask of an attorney. Just spills everything. The police want to know, what happened? I mean, this is insane. Tell us what happened. She's like, okay. She said her and Christian got in an argument because he didn't tell her where he was going. There was some kind of dispute about that. But she said he ended up going to Subway, and the argument escalated. It was a back and forth thing. And she said that Christian pinned her up against the corner. Then once he did that, she said he started to choke her. She escaped the chokehold. She ran to the kitchen. She grabbed a knife. She pointed at him. She had no intention of using this knife. She just wanted to threaten him with it. However, she says that he started coming toward her. She threw the knife about 10 feet, and the knife just landed in Christian's chest, and she didn't know what to do. She panicked. She was worried. She called 911. But she says that she was, in fact, trying to protect herself. She said this was a domestic violence situation, and she didn't know how to get out of it. But she said she did not mean to hurt Christian. After the interview, the cops informed her that 27-year-old Christian Abuselli has passed away due to his injuries. Courtney Clingy is claiming self-defense, so the cops allow her to leave. Christian is bigger than her, so it may be self-defense. However, all of these recordings and videos start to surface around. And there is a video of Courtney and Christian on July 27th, 2021 in Las Vegas, where Courtney Clingy is arrested for throwing a glass at Christian. And I watched this recording, and Courtney was saying how drunk she was. She was going to get a tattoo, and then Christian got mad at her because she got a tattoo. She was just going on and on and on. However, they do arrest her because she is, in fact, the aggressor in the situation. And several people, especially friends of Courtney, say that she is a very argumentative and angry, violent drunk. And a lot of people say that Courtney is always the aggressor. But who knows? Who knows? You don't know what happens when two people are alone together. You don't know who's the violent one, who's not. The witnesses are just saying what they see when they are all around them. Then another video surfaces, one from February 21st, 2022, when Courtney and Christian arrive in the elevator at their condo. And this video is explosive. Courtney is literally beating Christian up. I mean, like punching him in the head, slapping him, grabbing his braids, just going crazy, beating the elevator door. I mean, she's just going nuts at this time. And I'm going to show you all that video right now. Did y'all see how Christian was not hitting Courtney back? He was trying to stop her. He was trying to get her away from him. He wasn't hitting her back. That's what it shows in the video. Then Christian started making recordings of he and Courtney arguing, and she would be screaming, I mean, hollering at him, belittling him, calling him names, all of this stuff. However, we all know how recordings work. If another person's recording, of course, they're going to be the calm one. They're going to be, oh, it's okay. You know, I'm here for you. It's okay. Another person just screaming bloody murder, and the person recording is being calm and being collected. Who knows if that could have been going on? But in these videos, Christian would be extremely calm talking to Courtney, and she would be losing her mind, screaming at him, calling him names, telling him what to do, and just to get out, just everything. So we don't know what was happening at this time. We do know that Courtney went crazy during another argument. Christian was on a bike ride, and while he was riding his bike, he bumped into one of Courtney's OnlyFans friends who lived down the road from them. They literally lived across the street from each other. They were good friends, and Christian was riding his bike. They said hello, and that was it. Nothing else. Well, a couple of days later, Courtney's friend tells her, hey, I saw Christian the other day riding his bike. He said hello, and that was it. Well, Courtney's whole demeanor changed. She was livid. She was pissed that Christian didn't tell her that he saw her friend and told her hi. That just enraged her. Now, y'all, for me, I wouldn't give a shit. Like that wouldn't bother me at all. That wouldn't bother me the least bit. If my friend was like, hey, I saw your husband and he was at, whatever, and he said hi. So, okay. However, when you are in the business of OnlyFans, you are surrounded by gorgeous, sexy, beautiful women. There's no doubt about that. 100%. So maybe Courtney was insecure. Like, oh, this other girl's pretty like me. What if Christian likes her? What if they start talking? We don't know the situation, but I know that it would be extremely hard for me to be a content creator on OnlyFans because it would make me very insecure. That is one thing I could never do. I could never be an OnlyFans model because I'm way too insecure. No, that would never happen. Y'all would never see me on OnlyFans. But for Courtney, when she was seeing all these other women that were gorgeous and finding out her boyfriend was speaking to one of them, even though they just said hi, it was not in the best interest for him because she went crazy when she found this out. Police find all these videos of Courtney and Christian arguing. And in one of these videos, you hear Courtney say, I'm going to effing kill you. So police hear all of this. They see all of these dramatic fights, and they believe that Courtney is the aggressor. And people say that Courtney has a problem with alcohol. So on August 4th, 2022, police officers charge Courtney Taylor Clingy with second-degree murder, and they go to arrest Courtney in Miami. However, Courtney is no longer in Miami. She is getting treatment for alcoholism and the trauma from the incident in Hawaii. So the cops go and grab Courtney. They bring her back to Miami. She has no bail, and she's sitting in jail in Miami. The autopsy comes back, and it shows that the stab wound in Christian has a downward motion and is over 3.5 inches deep into Christian. Now, I'm not an expert knife thrower. I don't throw knives. I don't know how you do that. I don't know. However, I think it would be extremely hard, in my personal opinion, to throw a knife at 10, 15 feet and it land in a downward motion 3.5 inches into someone's chest. Could it happen? Yes. I'm guessing yes. I don't know. I'm no expert, but in my opinion, that would be very hard. So people are claiming that Courtney just stabbed him up close. Other people are saying that she did in fact throw the knife. Who knows? All we know is that these two kids had everything going for them. They were both successful doing their thing. And now 27-year-old Christian is deceased. And Courtney is awaiting her trial, sitting in jail in Miami. It is said that her trial is set to begin in April of 2026. My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. And my final thought is, I do believe that this relationship was extremely toxic and did not have to happen. I think these two individuals did not need to be together. I do think they loved each other. However, I do think that Courtney did in fact have a drinking problem, because I was watching some of her videos and I hear her say, I hadn't had a drink in 2-3 weeks. I was fine. So I think she knew at this time that she had a problem with alcohol and she was trying to get the help she needed, but she didn't. She didn't get the help in time. I think all of these fights were way too explosive, way too common, and happened very often, and they just needed to separate. But we all know how that is. I'm a victim of domestic violence. I know exactly how it is to keep letting that person back into your life. I don't know if Christian was beating up Courtney. We did see the video of Courtney beating up Christian, but there's no video of Christian beating up Courtney. There may be, I don't know. I haven't seen one, so I don't know what's gonna happen. But in my personal opinion, I think things got out of hand that April afternoon. I really do. I think something occurred, and I think that we will never know exactly what happened. But Courtney is in fact claiming that she is innocent and claiming this was an act of self-defense. However, she did not mean to hurt Christian. And she is innocent until proven guilty. And as I said earlier, her trial is set to start in April of 2026. So I will definitely keep y'all updated on that case. I will definitely keep y'all all in the know, because I want to know what happens in this case as well. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And as always, stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings, and always know that I'm here for each and every one of y'all. I will see y'all next week with more Cajun Crime Queen videos. And as always, thank y'all all for the love and support. And for you, I am truly grateful. I will see y'all later. I love each and every one of y'all. Bye.